All righty. I believe the two of you are the only ones who are able to attend at this time. So I will go ahead and get started. It's nice to see you, Stephanie. I don't know if you remember me. We met at the neighborhood college
Yeah,
graduation night.
yeah. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Natalie, I'm not sure if we've met or not, but I'm Rachel Lapiana. I'm a member of the communications and engagement team in CPHD, Community Planning, Housing, and Development. I am the comms and engagement contact for Plan Langston Boulevard. And since we don't have everyone on the call and we don't really know how much they know about Plan Langston Boulevard, I'll just share like two quick details. It is a planning study. It's been going on for several years. We are in the final stretch. And just a couple of weeks ago, the team released the draft Langston Boulevard area plan. And so that is what we are seeking community input on. Um, we are hosting, as you all know, a handful of open house events in what we call the Design Studio. It is an office space along Langston Boulevard, and it's where the Langston Boulevard Alliance has their kind of informal headquarters. So we've used their space before, and we will be there again. Um, so our role, because I will be playing the same role that you all will, is to take notes. So we will be breaking the room up into 4 stations, and each station will be topic related. Um, for example, one topic is transportation, another topic is land use and housing. And, the idea is that when attendees enter the room, they will put on a name tag that has their name and their neighborhood on it.
Cool.
Right. I'll wait for a second. Welcome, Chris.
So sorry I'm late.
No worries.
That's okay. I'll back up just a little bit so you can hear kind of the breakdown of the room. So we will be at 4500 Langston Boulevard. Each of us will be taking notes, and the room will be divided into 4 stations based on topic areas. So I have each of you assigned to a specific topic for the slot that you each volunteered for. So I'll let you know what those are just when you arrive. I have kind of a larger run of show document that I've put together, and that can just guide us in the moment when you are scheduled to come volunteer with us. So I had started to say the idea is that attendees will enter the room, they will put on a name tag that has both their name and their neighborhood on it, and then they will pick a station. They will pick they can go to all the stations, of course, we hope that they will. But if they have questions related to stormwater, they'll go to the public spaces and environment station. If they have questions related to housing, they'll go to the land use and housing station. And each of those stations will have someone like us assigned to take notes. What I'm really hoping for is with the notes is like a transcript essentially. So like when someone sits down at the table, you would note John from Waverly Hills sat down at the transportation table. And then whatever the community members are asking or saying, we would collect that. And then mostly for internal purposes, we're also going to be taking notes on staff's response. We just want to make sure that we're going to have a lot of people from a lot of different departments. It's not just CPHD that will be there, DES, DPR. We even have some folks from VDOT joining us. We want to have an understanding of what everyone is sharing at each station. So I'm just going to pause there and ask if anyone has questions at this point.
So I think you're asking for we transcript of both who sits down and the response to both sides.
Yeah.
So Chris McManaman, Maywood sits down next to, lettered agency and asks a question. Letter agency provides an answer. You want both of those things, and you want to know who said what.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
That's a lot, and a lot to keep up with. I mean, are we expecting that people are going to, like, many people are going to show up? And I imagine the pace will be hard to keep up with.
So we don't know how many people will show up. When we've done these in the past, it has varied. There have been sessions where 2 total people came over a 2.5 hour period. That's going to be very manageable. If multiple people are assigned to take notes at that point, like, someone can probably go home if that's the case. We've also had design studio sessions with 25 people at a time. We're hoping that because we're breaking the room up into sections and kind of guiding people to a specific topic, that it will be a bit more organized. There will be a bit more flow. In the past, we've really truly had it like open house style, find a person and talk to them in the room. And that was really challenging last year to try and not collect feedback, but appropriately record feedback. So I think that the added layer of organization will help. No one is going to be grading you on your notes if you miss words. It's absolutely okay. That is very normal, very fine. If people are shouting, which could be the case, that happened last year at these design studio sessions, they may be shouting over one another. It's okay if every word is not captured. It really is. Just try to keep up as best you can. And let me know if you're like really having a challenging time. I do think that those. Go ahead.
Sorry, Rachel. So
Yep.
I had done a pop-up outside the design studio before, and
Mm.
even in the afternoon, you would kind of get, 5 to 6 people in terms of foot traffic that were coming there. Sometimes they were developers too, who just wanted to come in and have their feedback heard. And so, I wouldn't get too concerned about like workload, because I don't think, since this isn't tied to another larger promotion or like a larger event that's occurring in the area, it's going to be people who are very interested or want to get engaged or learn more about Plan Langston. So like, I don't think it's gonna, I mean, it is a lot, but I think it's because they really want to focus on getting the details from the people that are going to be attending. And if it does get to the point where there's 10 or 15 there, like Rachel said, don't stress out too much about things you might miss. Just get the key points.
Yeah. And I don't think that we're going to find ourselves in a situation where 15 people are at the housing station and no
Right.
one is at the other stations. The executive director of the Langston Boulevard Alliance will be kind of floating about the room, so she can help with kind of balancing out the tables if needed.
Okay. A follow-on question. So if I do have a
Yeah.
queue, my table, I just have them queue, right? And wait your turn, because it's a little mini interview essentially. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, they're kind of like round tables. There are going to be people who are upset and come in kind of hot and ready to,
Yeah.
say something. But typically in person, particularly when neighbors are sitting with neighbors, they allow others to speak.
And then the second related question, my experience at these things is the people from the 3-letter agencies don't have name tags that have 3-letter agencies on them. Are we going to have name tags with people's names and their 3-letter agency? None of which I know what is. I don't know what CRT is or whatever. I don't ever know that. So hopefully that's like on somebody's name tag and we'll know who's who. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
I have a quick question, Rachel. I'm assuming we can type these notes.
Yes, please do type them.
Awesome. And then I doubt we're able to make an audio recording of the session, right?
No, we're not recording these. We've done a variety of of we've offered a variety of meeting types for Plan Langston Boulevard over the years. And for this engagement period, this is what we're offering, in-person gatherings.
Well, I just mean like, I wouldn't be able to have my phone just like recording as a backup in case I miss something important.
Oh, I mean, technically you can. I'm pretty sure that like Virginia recording laws, like one individual can decide they want to record and they can record. So I don't think you would be doing anything inappropriate.
Yeah, Virginia law actually says only one person has to be aware that they're being recorded. So if you do that as a courtesy, I might say, hey, just so I make sure I don't miss anything, you know, would it be okay with you if I recorded your statements? Like, I think that would be acceptable. But again, I think you guys would probably be able to capture the things that are going on without, you know, the drinking from a fire hose situation occurring. So at least I'm hopeful that that's what happens.
You know, I think that transcribe that for me changed the whole context. Like if you're talking spirit and intent of what people are saying, cool, got it. But transcribing is an entirely different thing. So if you guys don't need a transcription, I would encourage none of us to tape, because I just think it sets a tone that either we do tape or we don't tape, but like decide, and then decide the level of notes that are satisfactory to y'all. If you're after transcription, then we'd have to lean into that part.
Rachel?
You don't have to record it. It really doesn't have to be perfect. I would like more than just high level tidbits, you know. But like I really don't want you to feel pressured to capture every single word that someone is saying, you know. Are you all comfortable with that? Is that okay? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so while you all are thinking of more questions, if you could, like I said, I will let you know, you know, the station that you're assigned to when you arrive that day. And just at the top of your notes, if you could write, you know, the date, the time session, and the station that you are at. And then you just email those notes to me. And at this point, you all should have my email address, but, you know, please reach out to Justin if you don't, and I will take them from there.
And same thing for those who are watching this recorded later. If you have any additional questions or thoughts that you didn't hear answered on the video, please email Rachel or email me and we'll get you an answer.
Yep, absolutely.
Everybody good on location and time? They know when, you know, we were pretty clear about the sign up, so everybody's good on that. All right, cool.
And there's a parking lot, so
Yep.
you should have space to park your car.
Yeah, this parking lot right out front. Is someone gonna kind of greet them when they get there? I know Chris is coming a little bit later, but you know, I just want to make sure that somebody helps them kind of get in and get settled.
Yeah, it'll be some combination of me and Ginger, the executive director of the LBA. If you could arrive like, you know, 10-ish minutes before your scheduled time, that would help a lot. You don't have to get there any earlier than that. We will have tables and chairs and everything already set up for you.
What about attire, Rachel? Do you want them to wear their Engagement Brigade shirts, their Engage Arlington shirts, or, you know, can they kind of wear whatever they'd like for the event?
You can wear whatever you like. You know, if you want to distinguish yourself from the attendees of the event, feel free to wear any of your, you know, kind of official attire. But you don't have to. It's up to you. Your call.
Chris, have you gotten an opportunity to pick up your shirt yet? I know Nat did and Steph did, but I don't know if I don't remember if you picked it up yet. Okay.
No, I haven't. Sorry.
I'll be in the office tomorrow. So if you wanted to at any point swing by Bosman, I could, you know, you could grab it from the front desk so I could have it out there for you.
Yeah, probably no chance. This is like a crazy week.
Okay, no worries. Well, let me know. And I mean, we have some time before the one that you signed up for. So let me know if you want to swing by Bosman. I'd be happy to give you your shirt.
Okay, thanks.
No problem.
Thank you all so much for volunteering to do this. I'm very, very grateful. Wouldn't be possible without you all.
Yeah, CPHD is a very small team, and any help that
Yeah.
we can give them and support them in capacity is huge because they, they really are limited in a lot of things that they could do because of the lack of capacity. So thank you all so much. And thank you,
Yeah.
Rachel, for being organized and on it and getting everybody on the same page. So I appreciate that.
Of course. Let me know
Yep.
if anybody has questions, and I will see you all soon.
Cool.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you so much.
Bye, Brigadiers.
Bye.
Thank
Have a good
Bye.
rest of the day.
Bye.
You too. Bye.